Very good afternoon to one and all present here. So it is a great pleasure to invite all the guest participants and our beloved principal and faculty members for the valedictory function of 1 week AICT IST sponsored induction and refresher program on industrial automation using PLC and SCADA. So now I request Mr. Balachandran, head of the Department of Instrumentation and Control, to welcome the gathering.
Good afternoon to one and all. With great pleasure on behalf of our institution, I extend a hearty welcome to our honorable guest, Professor Vijay D. Vaidya, Executive Secretary, ISTE, for accepting our invitation to deliver the valedictory address. I heartily welcome Mr. N. Lakshmi Narasimhan Sir, General Manager HR, Brakes India Limited, to deliver special address. I also welcome our beloved principal, Thiru K.R. Palniswamy Sir, who has been a pillar of support for all our initiatives. Next, I welcome the coordinator for this program, Dr. S. Sendilarasu and his team, who have made sincere efforts for the smooth conduct of this program. With immense pleasure, I welcome all the participants who have shown keen interest towards this program. I once again welcome all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Balachandran, for the welcome address. Now I request our principal, Professor K.R. Palniswamy Sir, to give the presidential address.
Thank you. Respectable chief guests, dear participants, coordinators for this program, and staff members, very good afternoon to all. Yes, we all know that AICT is doing commendable job by organizing numerous online staff development programs for the benefit of faculty from engineering colleges and polytechnic colleges, even during this difficult phase arising out of COVID-19 pandemic. Our institution is a government-aided institution with well-experienced staff members and excellent infrastructure in this rural area. Our Sakti group was founded by Arutselvar Dr. N. Mahalingam and is now governed by our chairman, Dr. M. Manikam. We have 6 aided courses and 4 self-financing courses, and by placing all students in topmost companies, we have achieved 100% placement record during the last decade. On the inaugural day of this program, Industrial Automation using PLC and SCADA, Colonel P. Venkat, Director, Faculty Development Cell, in his felicitation, gave a motivational speech on importance of technical education and various staff development programs run by AICTE. Dr. A. Sankarasubramaniam, Chairman, ISTE Tamil Nadu section, and also Principal of GRG Polytechnic College, in his special address, elaborated the functions of ISTE schemes and activities for the development of technical education. During last 1 week, eminent personalities from various universities, engineering colleges, and industries acted as resource persons for this program and delivered highly informative lectures for the benefit of participants. Today, for this valedictory function, Professor Vijay D. Vaidya, Executive Secretary, ISTE, has been kind enough to deliver the valedictory address. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. N. Lakshmi Narasimhan, General Manager, HR Brakes India Limited, is to give special address. I welcome you, sir. I take this opportunity to appreciate Dr. EC Department Coordinator for his efforts taken towards the success of this program. I also appreciate our professors Mr. A. Balachandran, HOD, INC Department, P.V. Raghunath, and V. Sangar, INC Department, for their contribution for the successful completion of the program. With few words, I wish to conclude my presidential address. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, sirs.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your kind words. Next, I request Mr. Shankar, one of the co-coordinator of this program, to introduce our guest, Professor Vijay V. Vaidya, sir. I request Shankar.
Good afternoon, one and all. Professor Vijay D. Vaidya sir, born in Kolkapur, Maharashtra. He obtained in his BTech Civil Engineering from Karnataka Regional Engineering College, Surathkal, Karnataka in 1981. He worked in the field with Afghans Mumbai at different sites in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Goa, and Madhya Pradesh, and also worked with designer firm, did structural engineering for different types of structures like residential, commercial, industrial, and public buildings. He joined teaching in 1985 as lecturer in civil engineering department in government polytechnic colleges. Since he worked in different capacity in government of Maharashtra, includes lecturer in civil engineering, head of the civil engineering, training and placement officer, vice principal, and principal. He worked in administration in Directorate of Technical Education, Mumbai as assistant director, worked as a deputy secretary in Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education, Mumbai, which deals with diploma education in Maharashtra. Professor Vaidya sir is an executive council member of ISTE since 2012, and he is presently serving as the executive secretary of ISTE. He has adopted various measures to reduce expense. He activated various programs and activities as per the policy of Honorable President and directives of Executive Council. Professor Vaidya sir is working hard for the development and progress of ISTE. Thank you, Dr. Sendila sir, for giving me the opportunity to introduce our chief guest, Professor Vijay D. Vaidya sir. Thank you, sir.
Now I request Professor Vaidya sir to give the valedictory address of this 1 week ISTE sponsored industrial automation using PLC and SCADA. Actually, we have to thank him. Actually, whenever we call him, in spite of this tight schedule, he given a lot of guidance and support for smooth conduct of this program. I really thank you for being with us, sir. So kindly give your valedictory address, sir. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. So it is my pleasure to be with you for the valedictory function of this training program, SCADA. Mr. N. Lakshmi Narayan, chief guest of today's function, and General Manager, Breaks India Limited. Professor K.P. Palniswamy, principal of this institute, and convener, Dr. S. Senthil Arsu, coordinator, and his dedicated team, Mr. Balchandran, Professor Shankar for giving me my introduction, and other faculty members, and my dear participants. It is really my pleasure to be with you for this program, and I am really honored by the invitation given by you. When this AICT IST program were launched, the first thing was the scrutiny of the proposals. Means we called for the applications, and from that we scrutinized based on certain guidelines and parameters, and we finalized the institutes. So when that time it was very difficult to reject the proposals, because most of the institutes, their coordinators have taken tremendous efforts to see that the program should be good and in a proper way, and that's why their proposals were also nice or very good. So Ultimately, based on the parameters we have and the guidelines we have decided, we finalize the proposals. So first of all, I would like to appreciate for getting this AICTE principal sir and the coordinator of this program, Senthil Kumar sir. So really hats off to him, hats off to both of them. And once the program is decided, we have communicated um, we have communicated and asked for the consent. Accordingly, these people, they have given us the consent. The next thing was to organize this program. Basically, at the beginning, it was decided that these programs will be in a physical mode. That is, face-to-face program will be there, and maximum 30 to 40 participants will be there in that program. So that was the basic idea, and it was supposed to be conducted in the year 2020. But due to COVID pandemic, the program decided not to conduct any program till the situation normalized. But considering the overall developments in the COVID related to the COVID, must go for online programs because there is no substitute for online program under present situation. So when this we decided about this, we were frankly speaking, we were having many doubts about the institutes because our institutes that time they are not much familiar with this type of method for conduction of programs. And but still we were having faith on the coordinators and the principals or directors of the institutes because during the COVID pandemic, the work done by these people by arranging different types of lectures and then programs for the students, they really worked hard and they utilized this media very powerfully. And so we decided that we also should go for this online programming. So when these online programs were allotted or it was decided to conduct the online program, uh, Dr. Senthil Kumar was continuously in touch with me and he was discussing with me about the conduction of program, how it is to be conducted, what the progress they have done. And I really appreciate the efforts taken by him and his team under the guidance of Palniswamy sir is really excellent. And on behalf of IST, I appreciate their efforts. So really they have done a great job because the conduction of online program is a difficult thing in the sense because you have to coordinate between participants, you have to coordinate between resource persons, and the basic and foremost important thing is that the program should be conducted in at exactly it should start at the time scheduled because in general practice it is observed that when we say that the program is at 2 o'clock, so it may start at 2:30 or something like that. But here if it is at 2:30, it is to be started at 2:30 only. So that is the thing, and this schedule is to be maintained for all the sessions, and that is a uh, tremendous work. And I am very happy to say that these people have done that work very nicely. Another thing is that the topic which they have selected, PLC and SCADA, that is the one of the important topic where our faculty should be trained. Because see, that PLC and SCADA that is being incorporated at many places in most of the industries, they are using it. I think our guest Lakshmi Narayan sir, he can throw more light on this because I am not exposed to actually industry environment, but they are doing lot of work. And the problem with our faculty is that they are not getting exposure, they are not getting actual industry exposure, so that it is very difficult for them to speak something about practical in front of the students. So the nowadays we see that there are many complaints about the engineering graduates. The first foremost and important complaint is that they are not up to the mark, means industry's comments are the students they are coming from the institute, they are not up to the mark. That is first thing. Most of them say that they are not employable. Less percentage of them is you can say that it is employable. It is seen that around maximum 20 to 25% of the students they are employable, and remaining 75% of the students industry feels that they are not employable. But the further thing is that if they given proper training, around 45 to 50% of those students can become employable. So this is the fact which we are observing. Another thing is that uh, unemployment is due to various reasons. I think most of you have analyzed what is the reason for this unemployment. But as far as I am concerned, I have identified one foremost and the important reason is that it is demand and supply. Nowadays, demand is less, whereas supply is more. So whatever may be the things, when this situation arises, definitely it is a buyer's market. So the persons who are hiring these students, it is their market, and we have to see that whatever their expectations or what they expect from our students, that should be fulfilled. Now the industry expects that the student should be ready for the work immediately, and at the same time he must have some knowledge about the latest technologies that are being used in the industry. But unfortunately, based on depending upon our curriculum, we I feel sorry to say that we are not giving the knowledge about emerging areas or the areas which are currently in practice with the industry in a proper way. We give some introduction, but our syllabus and the practical approach, practical concepts in the industry, they are entirely different. Now if you feel that the student should be made ready for this, it is our duty first of all to train our faculty to new emerging areas. Now when you say that training is to be given to the faculty, the question arises, who will take the responsibility to give the training? So here agencies and controlling agencies, they should do something for this. Now AICT is one of the coordinating agency. Even we are doing some sort of coordination with institute. So we feel that, and particularly AICT has decided to do something for these faculty members, and they have started various activities for the betterment of faculty. And one of that activity is faculty development program or training to the faculties in emerging areas. So this is the with this the program they have started. Now the thing is that when this program is started, it is expected that the training should be given in emerging areas. Another thing is that it should be given by both academicians as well as from the persons from the industry. So when these two agencies come together and give the training, that I think that is one of the best possibility to give a training in a proper way. So here I appreciate Senthil Kumar sir and principal sir for proper blending of industry and academia. So the resource person they are selected from industry as well as from the academia. So that blending definitely would have helped the participants to understand clearly and also to get the knowledge about the practical use of these technologies. So when this such sort of training is done, I think all of participants must have attended the training seriously, because once you have this training, it is your duty to pass on this knowledge to the students of your institute. And with this, we also are doing a lot of other activities for the betterment of the students as well as now. I feel that when we say about the faculty, there are certain expectations from the faculty, and that expectations must be fulfilled by the faculty to become a good teacher. So first important foremost thing is that they must update their knowledge frequently. Every time whatever new trends are coming, what are the new things are coming, that they must update. And for that it is very easy nowadays. You can browse through computer, browse the internet, and you can get information about the new technologies, what the technologies are, what the technologies that are going to come after few 10 years, 5 years, 20 years or something like that. And so that you must know what sort of student should we make for the future ready for the future ready concept. Means
Hello, my name is Kavin.
our students are going to face the challenges in their future life, and it is our duty to make them ready for these industrial challenges. Second thing is that I sincerely appeal all the participants that I know that you have to conduct a period a lecture for 1 hour, and you are organizing, you are managing that lecture, you are doing planning for this. What I feel is that at least 5 to 10 minutes in that lecture, you keep spare to give the idea about the new technologies, new terms, or to give them a general information about about the life they are going to face, or about the challenges they are going to face once they once they come out in the field. Because generally what is happening is that students are concentrating on their exam, and they are under a impression that if I study well, if I get good marks, definitely I am going to get a good job. But when they come out, and at that time they realize that whatever efforts I have taken, whatever marks I have received, that is of no use, because I am not having the knowledge which industry demands. So if you give that exposure to them, definitely it will help them, and that will be a good thing, and I feel you should go for that. So we must update our knowledge frequently, and for this we are doing a lot of activities. Just few things I want to mention about the IST also. Some of you may be the life member of IST, and some of you may not be life member of IST. For those who are not life members of IST, I sincerely appeal that you please become a life member of IST. Once you become a member, you may be knowing, or for your information, I just want to give information that IST is the biggest body in India who is having maximum number of teachers as a life members, and we are having life members more than 1,40,000. So this is the strength we are having of the faculty, and at the same time we are having student membership, and for all these people we are conducting different activities, just like webinars, seminars, international conferences, national conventions, etc. Now we have come out with some new trainings for the faculties. One of them is we have signed MOU with BNY Mellon, and BNY Mellon is a multinational company, and it is for the skill development of the faculty. So under this, we are organizing programs in artificial intelligence and machine learning, IoT, cyber security, etc. The concept behind this is we'll give training to two teachers from the institute for 2 months, that is 120 hours, with 2 hours per day online training with assignments. It is a vigorous test will be there, and the teachers qualifying in the test, they will be getting certificate. But the basic concept of this training is that it is a train the trainer concept. So the teachers who are completing this training, they must train at least 100 students from their institute in this emerging areas. Means if the teacher has undergone training of I, 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 AIML, then he has to train at least 100 students from his institute in that emerging area. Means this will help the students to gain the knowledge about the new trends. And these trainings are being given by experts having industry exposure. So what industry does in this area, or what they are doing, that will be known to these faculty members, then they can pass this on to their concerned students. Another advantage, another main current topic is that this is AICT IST program. So you know that this is AICT IST sponsored program. So similar notification for similar types of programs for year 21-22, that is already institutes who are interested in participating in this, they can apply before 15th February. The last date for application is 15th February. So whatever information you want, you can contact our website, IST website, and you will get the information. Another concept is Center for Excellence. So we have signed with one company for the Center of Excellence, and under this, 6 to 7 multinational companies under CSR activities, they will be helping our institutes to gain different trainings. Then they can get different softwares in this area. So for this, the specific procedure is there. So those who are interested in this, please contact our office, or they can contact me, And what we are planning is that we'll organize a online meeting of the interested principals and the staff members with that company, and that company will give detailed information about how we are going to conduct these programs, or what are the advantages of this uh, program, and if it is a good, it is worth, they can join this program. And whatever, wherever we have conducted such type of meetings, many of the institutes has eagerly shown their interest to join this program. So I feel those who are, for those whom it is not known, please uh, just have an interaction with us, or you just be in touch with our office, and we'll see that you will get the proper information about this training, that is Center for Excellence, and if you want, you can implement it. There are a lot of other benefits are there. So due to time constraint, I can't I can go in detail, but I am sure that please remember that considering the present situation, present unemployment, present problem of not getting the students for engineering, means this is the today's picture is that we are more than 50% seats are vacant throughout India. So that is that very sad picture, and that is affecting us, and that is why now we have to see that how our students will become employable, and for this we must do something. And another important suggestion I will give is that our government has come out with lot of initiatives like Atmanirbhar, startup and all. So please get information about this, and you guide your students so that, and motivate them to become entrepreneurs. So if they become an entrepreneur, they can create new jobs, and they can create living for their own also, and they can create jobs which will help our society to develop, and ultimately our nation will develop. So with this, once again, I appreciate this institute for organizing this program and taking efforts. Really, it is appreciable, and I hope that you will be with us for future IST activities. And I think the purpose of coming here is that to have an interaction with you people, so that once we have an interaction, we will be knowing each other, and we'll keep contact with each other, and so that we can do lot of activities, lot of things for our nation. So once again, I am thankful for giving me an invitation. I and I wish all the best for your future activities. And one thing, last thing, I have forgotten to appreciate you that you have said that you are having 100% placement. So that is a really great thing. And I think if you can give your story, that can be published in our newsletter, how you are doing it and what you are doing. So with this, I am thankful to you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, for a wonderful presentation. And also, you have mentioned the last of activities taken care by the ISTE, and you have motivated us. And actually, it is a pleasure to be for us, because you are in a very tight schedule, and under your guidance, your lot of activities are going on during this pandemic period, and we can see that lot of IST programs are coming out, and many programs are running in almost every day. New programs are coming out in a way of different media. So I thank you for the opportunities given to us, as well as for other colleges and the initiatives taken by the ISTE. Thank you, sir, for being with us. And then next, I request Metallurgy HOD, Mr. Sendil Kumar, sir, who is also the placement officer of our college, sir, who is actually responsible for this 100% placement. And I request Sendil Kumar, sir, to introduce Lakshmi Narasimhan, sir, for the special address on this valedictory function. Sendil Kumar, sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Sindilarse, for giving me this opportunity to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Lakshmi Narasimhan sir, who is with us for more than a decade in uplifting the rural youth by recruiting them and also giving them the opportunity to learn and grow. Let me introduce our chief guest, Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. N. Lakshminarasimhan sir is working as General Manager in HR Department of Brakes India Limited, Audit. And he has got BS Engineering Technology, graduated in BS Engineering Technology, and completed MBA in Human Resources, and also completed PG Diploma in Personal Management and Management. Not only that, he is a certified lead auditor in ISO 14001 in environmental management systems, and also a certified assessor on emotional intelligence and the personal profile analysis. And he has got a 30+ years of experience in various fields. And the main areas are tool and die engineering, tool and die making, tool and die designing, tool and die manufacturing, and also in learning and development, in technical and behavioral studies, and also in quality system standards, and also in manpower planning and recruitment, employee motivation and talent, life cycle management, etc. These are all his major fields. And also he has given training to 175 tool and die makers during his tenure in NTTF, and also motivated more than 50 candidates to become entrepreneurs. And I am really proud to say that 2 of their industries are in Australia. Thank you very much, sir, for motivating 50 entrepreneurs. Thank you, sir. And also he played a major leadership role in developing, establishing, and successfully running skill development centers in Brakes India. So many of our students and staffs are benefited from this. Brakes India, as a Brakes India internal trainer, he has handled technical and behavioral programs for operatives, supervisory cadets, and managerial staffs at regular intervals for more than 25 years. He has delivered motivational sessions on various topics, both technical and behavioral, including press tool manufacturing, tool design, lean manufacturing, TPM, modern manufacturing practices, Industry 4.0, career guidance, and all. And not only that, he is an industrial representative member in number of colleges, more than 6 colleges, and he has conducted almost 60+ online sessions during this pandemic period for students and faculty members. And also he believed that with the proper guidance, coaching, and motivation, anyone can reach greater heights. So it is a very good thing that this motivation and guidance will really help our students. We are seeing that our students are working there, and because of his motivation and guidance, they are reaching the heights. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Mr. Lakshminarasimhan sir, for being with us for this program, valedictory function, in spite of your tight schedule. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very good afternoon, sir.
Sir, do you have any presentation, sir?
I am going to talk only, sir, 30 minutes. This.
Okay, sir, no issues.
I would like to take some feedback from the faculty also in the middle, because a very good afternoon to all of you, and respected Professor Vijay Vaidya, Executive Secretary of ISTE, respective Professor K.R. Palanisamy, the Principal of Sakti Polytechnic College, respected HOD Mr. Balachandran, the in charge of instrumentation control, respected Dr. Sindhila Rasu, HOD of in charge of EC Electronic, and my friend Sindhil Kumar. Thank you very much for the invitation to be present here on this particular occasion, the valedictory function of 1 week industrial automation using the PLC and SCADA, a sponsored program by AICTE, ISTE, a great initiative, as rightly said by Professor Vijay Vaidya. Kudos to all, and thanks AICTE program to happen for the faculties. As rightly said by you, the knowledge, what is gained by the faculty over has to be spread to 100 students each professor, maybe around 30 people who would have participated in this. Definitely that is what is the need of the hour. As a company, we also see that the training for faculties are happening at regular intervals. We do train our people at regular intervals. We see that they are the people making a great nation. As the initiative by AICT is a good one. Some of the thoughts I want to share being the program is industrial automation using the PLC and SCADA. And today, all the industries are moving in a different dimensions. We are in an era of COVID-on, or whatever it may be. We have called Gen Zs and Gen X and Gen Ys. And today, the new generation, the COVID era has come, where things has to happen. All of us know that today, even the vaccination is controlled through using an app. The COVID or COVID Shield, whatever is going to happen, you are going to register through an app, and then going to see that what is done for the first dose, who was completed, who was not done, who was registered, who was not done. Everything is programmed. So a lot of electronics come into our human world. So my dear friends, things are moving away in a rapid pace in an industrialized world, where we call them as the industry 4.0. And you are fortunate to have this 1 week, industrial automation using PLC and SCADA. Definitely a great knowledge would have been gained by all of you. I would have been happy to be part of some session, maybe future session. Please do share the link to us. So some of the things what I believe that the technology drivers, which is happening upfront in the industrial 4.0 world is, one is everything is becoming artificial intelligence control. So electronics is moving away to a new dimension of artificial intelligence. The second part, which you all were doing it, most of the industries are today working on it, where you are trained your faculty, the faculties in turn need to train the students, where automation is part of the day. It is part and parcel of the huge country with so much of technical talent, the talent exporter. Automation is happening in every field, and every field is definitely in need of people who are having the sufficient knowledge in PLC and SCADA. So automation is happening in a big way. The data analytics is coming in a big way, and all of us know that today everything can be controlled using your supercomputer, nothing but your mobile. My dear friends, who are faculties, you need to understand that there is a study which says that 60% of best jobs in the next 10 years have not been invented yet. Nobody would have imagined that we all will be connected through a Zoom platform 1 year back. Maybe I am remembering that on February 22nd, I was talking about this in a college. People are laughing that I also telling them 20 years almost we are in a virtual world, but still the last 1 year, the momentum has picked up. Today, the world is flat. You can learn from anywhere across the globe. As rightly said by Professor Vaidya, it's a time for us to repay back to the society as a fact. All of us know that in the era of Industry 4.0, every work is going to be robotized, where even at hospitals, you must have seen the amount of robots which has come in place at the hospitals to serve the people who are affected by COVID-19, where they went and gave the medicines for serving everything. So everything is going to be controlled using a automated world. Robots are going to be there. We're going to have a lot of simulation, the trials, what you have experienced in terms of the vaccination, what is the amount of success rate, 70%, the sample, but the amount of technology which is helping them to predict the success of the vaccination. So a lot of things are happening towards this new electronic language. The simulation is happening. You are also having the industry moving towards the industrial Internet of Things. A lot of other activities like additive manufacturing. So technology really helps to build the automated machines, which is capable enough to produce components from powder, the 3D printing, and the real next time learning of experiencing the practical, where we are in online experience. People who are not able to visit colleges, you would have not had the flair of having a touch and feel and then learn. Today you are having the augmented reality and virtual reality to come in a big way. So this is the advantage of being in an era of Industry 4.0. My dear friends, why do you people undergo these courses 1 week by AICTE at regular intervals, that to a prestigious institute like Sakti Institute? I am very happy to be associated with in the institute, as rightly said by the faculty, and this institute is producing the best of best diploma engineers. I remember even getting the best students, having a very good interaction with Senthil Kumar, the principal, and Mr. Senthil also, Dr. Senthil also. As being a faculty, please do understand that the knowledge cascading has to happen in such a way that it has to meet the industry requirement. As rightly said by Professor, today engineering education is lacking. 50% of seats are vacant, but there is still there is a big gap between the supply and demand. Not for institute like Shakti, maybe some other institutes which are not in a position to train the faculty, which is not in a position to train the students. The gap is widening. So the institutions which are picking up the race, the early bat catches its prey. The people who are capable enough to train the students to meet the expectation of industry are successful ones. What does industry require? You may learn about the PLC, SCADA, everything is moving towards a different dimension, but industry look for three important aspects. One is the quality. Why do we come to Shakti? Because the quality of education, what has been provided to the students of the rural part of Erode and other thing. So industry wants people to perform high performance and reliability, where they are able to transfer the knowledge into a skill and produce the performance in terms of the results, because results are important. What does they expect there? Result, the transformation period. Earlier, we may have a product, maybe a person coming to industry, getting learned for about 1 year, trained and then do it. Today, the industry wants them to perform. Faculty, I have high respect for the faculties because you are producing the next generation students. As a faculty, look at that your students who is being taught by you are able to perform high with high level of reliability in terms of the quality of work what is done by them. You know that if there is a malfunction happening in a programming which is happening in a PLC or a SCADA, what happens to that? Because I come to know SCADA when my son was doing a project. He was using that power control. He was talking about SCADA. I am being a mechanical engineer, no much of knowledge about it, but still there is some amount of learning which has happened on that, the microcontrollers, other things. So the quality is the one which you need to focus in terms of what you deliver to the students, what you transfer the knowledge, and what you also make them perform. Be ready for the industry. That's very clear. The second part, look at how much amount of innovations can happen from your students. Give them the challenges, something new. Let them fail, nothing wrong in that, but allow them to experiment the various options. Today, industry looks for the cost part, the outstanding value at every price point, but they also allow you to fail. If somebody takes an initiative, fail, that is appreciated. Allow them to do that. Let them get experience of various things, because my observation with many times, the students of this generation always want to be a little bit lazy, but they are all having the talent. In fact, one of my colleague was yesterday telling me that he started his own website. I was just want to share that because being a faculty, this website is to support students to write their assignments, to write their online exams. I'm telling you, my dear friends, online examination, why that has to be very serious on that. This website is supporting students online exam. And I also heard that there are students who are willing to pay about 10,000 rupees to write one exam. Please understand the quality of teaching or quality of education, how it has gone to the student mind. Maybe they are busy with some other activity, but that's not the way to do it. So teach them the value for everything, what is required on that. The third one is, that's I'm talking about the cost part, because if they don't themselves and learn, the cost of their learning is ineffective. So they need to prove their worth in doing things. So quality should be at high performance and reliability. The cost part is very, very important. The third part is the delivery part. How quick you are responding. You know very well when you are doing a low cost automation, how quick the parts has to be picked and placed, or how quick the parts has been transmitted. You must have seen things are happening in a big rapid pace. Today we are in a world of RFIDs, where you know that even to pass our toll gates, we go any moment. We want the vehicles to go at a rapid pace. That's the way, because you need to increase it. So look at that, how good they are able to deliver things in terms of their responses. Are able to convert your learning the last 1 week, 6 into 8 hours. If I take it 48 hours of learning, how you are able to convert it into actionable ones. And at the end of 1 or 2 months, you should feel pride. Yes, I did learn something. I did delivered something. So I'm quite happy that the learning is transmitted. The learning is cascaded to the next generation. so that it is beneficial to them. It's not that whatever you have and learn it. Today we are in a different world. Please, my dear friends. Next part, in future, I want to talk about that. The future of work is this, as you are all moving towards a very interesting era, the Industry 4.0, where they want every, as you look at that robots, how fast they are able to be, even we look at people to be vibrant. They need to be innovative and excellence. You cannot call it's good, it's great. No, we want it to be excellent. So how to move towards an excellence part by means of giving them the required exposure. You would have got today, last 1 week, the exposure related to the industrial automation using the PLC and SCADA. That exposure to be experimented by you in a lab or in a simulation part. When you start experimenting, you are getting an experience. So at level, I call my levels of competency at the initial one, exposure at 0. When I start experimenting, I'm moving to a level 1. When I'm getting an exposure and then experimenting, I feel something what I'm. When I more and more I start experiencing and experimenting, I move to a level called expertise. When I am expertise, I'm trying to move towards the next level of making the people and become a mentor or a coach. I look at this team of faculties to be a mentor and coach for them. I look at life's learning as a beams. All of us know that big structures, 45 floors or 30 floors, everything stand on a bigger beams. Today, technology is helping us. You go and visit the steel industry, you know how much amount of automation takes place in terms of producing the iron rods, everything. The beams are the one which makes the pillar, the building very strong on that. So we all were at sometimes like the expansion of beams. I'm going to make it now. We are all sometimes a beginner. Maybe somebody would have experience of learning about a PLC today or SCADA today, or you would add the prior knowledge. But still, at these last 6 days, as a beginner, as a novice, you would have learned something new. So the big is start using that. You become a person who is going to use it for the purpose of. Once you start expertising, the next level of faculty is nothing but analyzing how good I can use this for the various benefits of the society. How good I make it. All of us know that India admitted the vaccination. They've shortly announced it. Once that is done, you know the people are getting vaccinated. Immediately they are trying to make it how best you can do it. They start varies. So being an analyst, the M stands for the mentor. As a faculty, as a guru, you need to look at that, how good you are able to be a mentor for your younger generation, the Gen Zs, a faster generation, iPad generation. Today, everything is in their hands. Strategist, and this program should help you to be strategist. My dear friends, what all things are changing? I'm just giving you a few thoughts on that. Things are changing in terms of the world we are in. We are at Industry 4.0, where the hiring of industry, which was happening in a local, is become global. Today, the engineers, what you produce, the diploma engineers or the degree engineers, are not only going to serve this country, they are going to be engineers for the world. So look at them, how amount of knowledge and skill you have to transfer to them. You have to bring them the confidence. The rural youths are having the potential. You need to transfer them to a bigger world, a local world, global and local. And today, what industry is, you all blessed to have a 1 week program by IST, ACT, IST. You need to know that today the industry is asking the question, do you already know? The moment I was called for this, Dr. Sindhil also called me. I was a little bit scared to be part of the program to talk about PLC and SCADA. I went inside the Google and learned about what is happening in terms of SCADA, what is happening in terms of PLC, what are the various industrial automations happening in our own. And you all, as I told you, you all blessed to have a training program for 6 days conducted by sponsored by the ACT. The industry is not in a position to spare time for the training. They want people to come with the knowledge. So you need to learn wherever you need to learn. It's continuous lifelong learning. And what I learned, what you learn today in terms of the PLC and SCADA is also getting rapidly changes. Things are moving, as rightly said by Professor. We are in a world of AI, ML, then data analytics, digitalization, all these are coming in that. So where electronics is going to play a major role, combination of three-dimensional engineering, either electronics is mechanical, electronics computer is going to make a bigger world. Things are changing in a very way. And this is a time we need to innovate. That is going to be the way of life. And you need to think that how I am working, it is me versus my potential. Am I having the right potential to move towards the era of unlimited access to knowledge? As all of you know that you have got today the various platforms, the same platform to gain the knowledge, new certifications, NPTEL, a lot of doctorate programs, a lot of other programs, the foreign university program are happening. So in an era of intelligence age, you can move towards unprecedented processing power with the data explosion. You can do wonders. My last message for all of you, today things are moving in a smart dimension. You are into a smartphones, your homes are smart homes, your cars have become smart, and you are working in a smart factories where everything is getting digitalized with more and more automation, and PLC and SCADA makes a lot of need for these. And my dear friends, it's life, it's your life. Ultimately, you all need to be blessed to have these sessions conducted for you. And I always believe that the gurus to be respected, Guru Brahma, Guru Deva, Guru Deva Mageshwara, Gusasat, Paramatasmai Sri, Guruve Namaha. So whatever it may be, whatever you made it, you need to transfer more and more gurus to be provided, produced. Then only you become a Mahaguru, an institution for taking this initiative of conducting the program. And kudos to all for being part of this. Let us transfer the knowledge and transform this country to a great country in the coming days. And I also wish to pray that the people who are still suffering from COVID-19 to come out successfully. And I also pray that there is no more victim of this, and this country comes out as what we did the last 1 year, come back sharply so that we are able to take up the #1 position in the globe and produce the best of best bright engineers for the benefit of the mankind. And great success. Thank you once again for the invitation to be part of this valiant discussion. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, very much thanks to Lakshmi Narasimhan sir. Yeah, they actually really wonder how he has enough time to update all the latest technologies. Actually, even as a faculty, we should take him as a role model, since being a general manager of a busy TVS group of companies. I don't know how he has enough time to update his latest knowledge on AI. And even he is telling that he updated his knowledge on PLC and SCADA after accepting this invitation. So actually, as a faculty member, we like to take you as a role model. Actually, every time when you come to our institution, you used to say that we used to conduct a lot of motivation program for faculty as well as for our students. And we really thank you for your compliments on our students and our institution and our faculty members, sir. And we really appreciate that. Actually, we want to learn more things from you. And as soon as once I find out this project has been approved by ISTE, and you are the person that comes to mind for any one of the session, either inaugural or valedictory function, because you are doing a lot of program for the industrial automation, sir. So thank you very much, sir, for your thought-provoking skills. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So it's time for the vote of thanks. With the permission of Executive Secretary, sir, shall I proceed with the vote of thanks, sir? Yes. Very good evening to one and all present here. Respected and our most distinguished guest of the day, Professor Vijay Vaidya, Executive Secretary, ISTE, our most valued guest, Mr. Lakshmi Narasimhan, General Manager, HR, Breaks India Limited Body, beloved Principal of our institution, Professor K.R. Palanisamy, Honorable Professors, and my dear colleagues. Good evening to one and all. I deem it a great honor to propose the vote of thanks to all who have helped us in making the phase 1 of 1 week online induction or refresher program on industrial automation using PLC and SCADA, sponsored by AICTE and IST, to such a resounding success. First of all, I extend my hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest, Professor Vijay Vaidya, Executive Secretary ISTE, for gracing today's function in spite of his busy schedule. Thank you, sir, for your interesting and thought-provoking address. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our distinguished speaker, Mr. Lakshmi Narasimhan, General Manager, HR Brakes India Limited, for making this event interesting and meaningful by means of his energetic speech. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our principal for his encouragement and support throughout this program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to express our profound gratitude to Dr. N. Nagalingam, Chairman, Shakti Sugas Limited, for giving us an opportunity to organize this event in our institution. Thank you, sir. I am happy to express vote of thanks to the resource persons who shared their precious knowledge with all of us and made this program a grand success. I especially thank Mr. Selva Kumar, President of Selva LLC USA, for his inspirational speech in today's morning function. I take this opportunity to thank the AICT and IST Executive Committee members for sponsoring this event. I also wish to express my gratitude to Colonel Venkat, Director, Faculty Development Cell AICTE, and Dr. A. Shankara Subramaniam, Chairman, IST Tamil Nadu Section, as well as GRG Principal of GRG Polytechnic Coimbatore, for inaugurating this program on February 3rd. As no program can become successful with a single person, so I extend my big thanks to all the participants who have shown keen interest in participating in this program. Thank you, participants. I am grateful to all the organizing committee members, especially Mr. Balachandran, Raghunath, and Shankar, for their support. Thank you for making this event successful with your contribution. Once again, I want to state that we are all most grateful to our guests who spared their valuable time to participate in this evening function. We thank you for being with us in this function. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We'll take leave. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Professor Sir, Vaidya sir, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We'll be in touch with each other in future.
Definitely, sir. Thank you, sir.
Very nicely organized program. I appreciate you and
Sir, your guidance, sir. Your guidance and support.
Definitely, sir. Sir, I have applied for new proposal. Have you given any new proposal now?
I think actually our principal has given the circulated information to other departments, sir. Mostly they are working on it within a day or two. They will send it.
15th is the last date. You
Okay,
can apply again. That is not the
yes, sir.
problem.
Definitely, sir.
And if you are interested in Center for Excellence, so just give a mail to our
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
organize a meeting with you.
Yes, sir.
Center for Excellence.
Okay, sir. So what is the polytechnics are eligible, sir, for that?
Yeah, no problem, sir. Polytechnic is no, just what I feel now. We are going to organize a meeting with that agency.
Okay, sir.
So you can have interaction with them. So whatever doubts, whatever you feel, you can discuss openly with them.
Okay, sir.
And if you feel it suitable for you, you can go for that.
Okay.
If you don't find, you leave it. No problem.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir. Definitely will apply for that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Chairman பேர் மாற்றி சொல்லிட்டார். மாணிக்கம் சொல்றது மகாரெடி பண்ணிட்டேன்.
எழுதுன்னு கேட்டா எழுதுங்க, படிக்கணும் மாற்றி Dear participants, thank you for the join in this function. So kindly submit your overall feedback form and complete the assessment test. And if there is any doubt, please put up in the WhatsApp group. I have already shared all the presentation materials in the WhatsApp group. And regarding the video presentation, after in a day or two after consolidating and editing, I will give the link for sharing the video presentations. Thank you. We'll meet again. Any doubt, participants? Thank you.